Come on, let's talk. What are you talking about?
So, hey, this is the Real XP show coming live. This is the Real XP show coming live from San Bernardino, powered by Cross the Line Radio. So, what's going on, Captain? How are y'all?
It's going good, man. I'm out here in California, San Bernardino. We out here at the ISUBK San Bernardino. We just had an amazing class from John Hyman. Now we just out here dwelling together in brotherhood and unity, as they say. It's a great time, good to see the brothers from all over the West Coast. And yeah, we're doing it big, man. It's the beginning of a big weekend. We got a lot planned, a lot of festivities and whatnot. We're gonna get it in.
All right. So, what do you mean by brotherhood?
Brotherhood and sisterhood is just a big term that means how do we love one another. It's a big term that describes love between your brother or your sister, and it describes how we should treat one another as a people. Black people and Hispanic people, obviously we don't know how to treat each other. That's on a regular day basis. Just how you treat a brother when you walk into the store and he looks at you wrong, or how you treat a woman when you're dealing with her. We just don't know how, as a people, because of the oppression we went through in America, we don't know how to treat each other on a day-to-day basis, and that's why we end up killing each other in gang violence and killing each other every day not because any real big issue. It's just because small things become big things because we don't have basic rules about how to treat one another.
Okay.
Here in the ISUBK, we know how to treat each other. We know how to have brotherhood, how to have sisterhood, and that's why we're able to have years-long relationships and come together for generations and be at peace with one another.
Do you think these are common thoughts that people like us think about on a daily basis? Like, not here in the ISUPK, but like people on a regular day. People walking about enjoying their lives. Do you think they think about these type of issues?
No, I think the average person probably is concerned with how they can be successful in their personal life, which is fine. But I think we don't understand that the only way you're going to find the change you want in the world is if you try to infect that change, if you try to fight to have that change. So most people kind of stay out the way. They don't worry about the bigger problems in the world. But if we all worried about the bigger problems will be crushed. They'll be stopped. I think the average person doesn't really care about their community at large, or what their neighbor is doing or what they're doing in the city. They just care about their bills being paid and their personal comfort. But of course, in the school, we don't just care about our own personal lives. We're trying to do something to change our whole community, our whole nation as a people. So.
Okay. Now, how long have you been part of the school?
I've been a part of the ISUBK my whole life, so since 1998, my whole life.
Since you were born?
Yes.
And what has been your most memorable moments of being here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge?
I got a lot of moments. I got a lot of moments in the school. Hopefully, I make decades more moments. But hey, I remember the first time coming out to California. I remember the first time. The only reason that I know that I would have ever came to California is because of the ISUBK. I've traveled by the time I was 16 or 17, I went to California, Detroit, Chicago, Indiana. Recently, I went to the UK, all across Trinidad, all across the world, all across the country, definitely. Mainly because of the ISUBK in the school, and I come from a place where niggas never leave the block. Niggas never leave their neighborhood. Niggas only know the Poppy store and, downtown, the city hall, and their block, and that's about it. But I was able to travel the world, travel the country so far, hopefully go to more places because of the ISUBK, because we have a global brotherhood and sisterhood all across the country. So my main memories, I can't really nail down to one memory. But some of my main memories that I cherish is being able to travel, see new things, see new brothers coming to the school. That's the main memory for me.
Why do you think many of us don't get the opportunity to travel? Is it a mindset, or Is it an environmental condition or factor? Why don't our people tend to travel and explore Earth or the world more?
Poverty. That's the only. It's really simple as that. It's a lack of resources. Most people that have enough money will go. Most people that have enough finances go to Japan if they got the money to do it. Go anywhere they feel like going. Most people don't go because they don't have the finances, and when you don't have the money to do it, you don't even think that far. If you ain't got enough money to go to the next town over, if you ain't got enough money to get on the bus, you damn sure don't think about going across the country or going to a different country. You don't think about that. It comes down to the lack of resources and the lack of ability to do it. If you ain't got the ability to do it, you probably don't even think about doing it. That's what it comes down to.
Now, for everyone watching this live stream at home, what's a few things you want them to know, or what would you like to say to them?
What channel is this?
This is Cross the Line Radio.
This is Cross the Line. I know about Cross the Line with Captain Azar, Captain Kadazar, Officer Shargapan. It's a great channel. I know it's a lot of niggas on Cross the Line that is procrastinating and bullshitting about actually being in the school. You're sitting there, you're watching all the videos, you're sitting there entertained by Captain Azariak and all his cuts and all his breakdowns, and you're sitting on the couch enjoying yourself and being entertained by all the knowledge you're learning. We implore brothers to get up off the couch, behind the computer, from behind the phone, and get with us in the streets, in the schools, and actually put work to behind all the knowledge you learn. It's good to know all the scriptures. It's good to watch all the battles, and be knowledgeable about being an Israelite, knowledgeable about knowing the Bible. But it's time for brothers to stand up and, like I said, infect change in their community and do the work. And that's what the ISUPK is about. It's not about just knowing things. It's about coming together with one another and being able to change other brothers. Just the way Captain Zaryak does, just the way you do, just the way Kadazar does. Being able to inspire people to do the right thing. So if you're sitting on the couch, where's the camera? Over there? You're sitting on the couch doing nothing, get up.
Get your ass up.
You've been watching the videos long enough. It's time to get up. That's it.
I know so the water. Malakwa, can you check to make sure you're all right with the sound and everything? What happened? Oh, the water. I appreciate it. He said. I thought you said I fixed the lighting. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there.
Is that better? I thought the other light was better. No.
The other bright was very bright.
Right? It was very bright. Oh, we got two. We good? Salakia, I want to borrow the sister here for a few moments.
Me?
Yes. Why don't you come join me over here? We'll be back. Don't look so mean. So this sister right here, I heard a lot of great things about you. I heard you're a musical genius. So can you please let everyone know we're live right now? Can you please let everyone know your name?
My name is Tawaba.
That's it, Tauba. What's your music handle? You know, like
My music handle is I go by TB.
TB.
Yeah, TB.
Okay. Now, what kind of music do you make? Well, first of all, what part do you play in music here with the ISUPK?
Well, I am in Lost Tribes. Most of the genres that I do work in is trap or I like EDM and dubstep. I do like dabble in R&B too, so yeah.
Okay. So how were you able to join Lost Tribes? Like, what was that process like? Were you like picked out of a hat, like random selection, or did someone like see the work you did and reached out to you?
Well, they did see my work, and I did reach out to Captain Kasaza about how to join. He told me to send him some beats, so I sent him a few beats, and he was like, welcome to Lost Tribes. So,
Okay.
yeah.
When was the first time you ever met Captain Kataza, and what was your impression of him?
My first time meeting Captain Kasaza was Passover in Durham. My impression of him, let's see, like I love his music. I like he's a really good producer.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite song that he made?
I like Andre's Flute. I like that one.
I was testing you. Shout out Captain Kataza.
Concert. I also like How It Feels to Be Black. I like that one as well. Yeah, I love his beats, so it's yeah.
Okay. Now, what's something that you recently made that people can listen to right now?
You can check out a beat I made for Shapata Yak. It's called The Middle
He's here. I think
East.
I saw him earlier. Did he leave yet?
I'm not sure if he left or not.
Someone find Shapat. Baba Kashan.
Yeah, I made a beat for Shapata Yak in the school. There's also another beat called Stars of God that I made for him as well. So yeah, you can check that out on YouTube.
Okay. How do you feel to be one of the only sisters, engaging in music with all the brothers? Like, what's that experience like?
It feels really good. Like it's a really cool experience. Like it's really, really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what you said that you make a bunch of variety of different musics. You said EDM, you said trap. What style do you see being utilized mostly when it comes to working with Tribe Vibes and Lost Tribes?
I would say trap or boom bap, like those genres, and even R&B. I see like those genres. Yeah.
Now everyone has like an inspiration or like a reason of why they got into something. So what was your spark? What was your motivation that brought you into music, and how did you go about learning?
Okay. Well, I grew up playing instruments. I was about maybe 3 when I started playing drums. So, and then from there, as I got older, I learned how to play the harp, and then I self-taught myself how to play the guitar.
Oh, you taught yourself how to play guitar.
Yes, and then I was also in the marching band in high school. I also played a little bit in college as well. So, yeah.
So then how did that transition into actually producing and making beats and
Okay. So I had a friend. And her dad, he had a studio in his home. So we went downstairs, and I was just playing on the computer, and like I was just mixing sounds, and he was just telling me how good the mix had sound, and he was basically telling me, you should go to school for music production. So since then, I just been on, the verge of wanting to learn how to make music, and just learn how to, how like the steps of how they make music, and learn about royalties and things like that. So yeah.
anything you'd like to let everyone know that is watching the live stream right now?
Um, you can follow me on Instagram at produced by TB. That's PRODBYTB underscore. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you, sis. I appreciate your time talking with me.
Alright, the water, sir.
You got it. Boom. Bam. Let me see who else is available. Double one. Are you busy? Let me holler at you real quick. Look at this light skinned brother with the fro. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
Well, listen.
The XP show.
Yes, right now this is the real XP show, powered by Cross the Line Radio. We're live right now on Cross the Line Radio.
Gonna battle somebody?
I guess we're gonna find out, right? But for everyone who may not know, who are you?
I'm a priest in the Israelite school of UPK under Commanding General Yohanan.
Where was your name in all of that?
Oh, my name is Tabawan. You see what I done? Yeah, that's what matters to me. The Israelite school UPK. Before my own personal name.
Understood. Now, I know you're pretty big on social media. I've seen a bunch of your videos, millions of views, right? What motivates you to make the content that you do?
The niche of my content, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, the niche I go for is inspired by a verse in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, I want to say, which, roughly paraphrasing, it says that the son of perdition be revealed, something to that effect.
Okay.
Pardon my misquote. But I want to show the world that the oppressor is the devil. That's what I want to show. And in showing that, it'll bring us together because we see that we're afflicted together. You get what I'm saying? And not only that, I want to be someone who teaches about Christ. That's my passion. I see how much Commander General Yohana loves Christ and how all the time he's bigging him up. That's my inspiration to teach the world about Christ, and not only by pulling the scripture into content, but giving examples of scriptures. Like the video will be an example of us being brotherly towards one another. Does that make sense? Like I like showing examples of brotherhood, examples of this, example that the oppressor is the oppressor, examples that blacks and Hispanics are brothers and sisters, and North American Indians. That's the niche of my content. So it's been working.
Now, where can everyone find you and your content?
Instagram. It's all at UPK Sons of Thunder. All of it is at UPK Sons of Thunder. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, everything. If I have it, at UPK Sons of Thunder.
Okay. Now, see, today you're missing a core element of like your trademark. You're missing the pick. We got the fro, we got the light skinned brother, we got the fro, and here's the pick. If you check Yatazar Apparel, shout out Yatazar Apparel, right? Because you got all your videos is with you picking your hair and listening to some foolishness by the oppressor, right? Or you watching a video of Black and Hispanic people coming together. Like, why do you choose to specifically make your videos like that? It's like a top screen and a bottom screen, you on the bottom screen, and the content you're showing on top. Like, why did you arrange it in such a manner? And why is it you're not really speaking? You're kind of just like listening and doing like a facial expression as a reaction.
You got to manipulate the algorithm. You want to get in the algorithm, you got to become the algorithm. That's what I figured out. And I do speak on a lot of my videos. Some videos I don't. I've had videos that are successful where I don't speak. I've had videos that are not successful when I don't speak. You get what I'm saying? But everything I do in the video is intentional. I'll start the video off. I put my pick out. I start picking my hair. That first 3 seconds is like, let me see what it looked like after he's done picking it. I already got the 3 seconds. You're a viewer.
So that's the hook, right? You just picking the fro.
That's it. It's all a game.
Okay.
It worked.
Okay.
It worked.
Okay.
And then I started pulling the fro out because a lot of people in the comments would be like, "Oh, he's white. How the hell am I white? What white boy? I'm not Native American according to them. I'm not black according to them. I'm white. What white man picking his fro?
Irish?
Speaking on black issues.
I don't know.
On Hispanic issues. What are we talking about? So
Okay. So what's an obstacle? What is an obstacle that you face when trying to push your content?
What is an obstacle I face? Being original. I don't want to be like no one else. I want to be original. So I had to find. It's not an obstacle anymore. I believe I found my lane. I believe everybody has something about them that's unique to offer, especially a brother in the school. That's what I'm talking about. Dominantly, every brother has something to offer. I just wanted to be myself, and the Lord blessed the work, and is continuing to bless the work. So,
Okay. Any final remarks to everyone that's viewing at home?
I want to say big ups to the Most High and Yahweh Shai. Big ups to Commander General Yohana and all the generals, all the captains, all the brothers, all the sisters. One thing I'm really looking forward to, man, is the XP show hosting the Passover as the host. This is what we're doing. He over here. All right, what they're doing now is they're throwing up their prayers. All right, scene 2, a shark upon you're on. That's what I want.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to speak to Captain Mashak about that, right? Captain Mashak, shout out Captain Mashak. Do you know if he's coming out here for the? First of all, where are we right now?
We're in Southern California. We're having a cookout. We're having a cookout this Saturday. Black, Hispanic, North American Indian, man, pull up. Captain Mashak, I just want to say this on Captain Mashak, is iconic. Like when it comes to this content stuff and the tediousness and the strategy behind it, that's who I learned from. I just want to throw that out there. Captain Mashak is, working with him for so many years, I learned from him.
Shout out Captain Mashak. Do you know if he's coming at all?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Listen, if you don't know who Captain Mashak is, that's the man with the plan down there in the DC DMV area. What was it? The nuclear warhead, right?
Right.
That they call Captain Mashak. That was the first person I ever seen of a camp video, and I thought he was being racist and yelling at some white woman. I was like, why he so mean for? And then I googled and researched everything he was saying. I was like, he did not lie, not whatsoever. And the entire speaking to this white woman down there in DC.
That's a fact.
And that's what started to bring me into the truth. There was no lie.
Let me ask you, why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do?
Yeah, because when I see the XP show, I see you at fashion shows. I see you talking to people on the streets. Like, what are you looking for, and why do you do it? What is the connection you're trying to get with people?
Well, for me, one of the things we learn here in the ISUPK is warfare, right? Many of our people, we live our lives and not understand warfare in all its levels. So being here, I learned how to be strategic in our warfare.
Right.
So although the XP show, I express it as and promote it as a neutral platform. I want people to be able to feel comfortable to say the things that they really want to say without having to feel like someone's being combative towards them. Yeah. So that, it kind of disarms them in a way where it allows them to speak more freely and to share the thoughts that they have on any and every subject. So you'll see me at a fashion show speaking to all manner of people. You'll see me at a national park speaking to all manner of people, talking about all subjects, whether it's from relationships to current events to politicians and world leaders, all to be able to get them to say things that they wouldn't normally say if they felt pressured or they felt like they were having to debate what they believe. I think it's very important for people to express themselves freely, and especially with the most current event with Charlie Kirk being unalived, right? Many people feel that their First Amendment rights is in jeopardy or there's some type of limitations on it. So I want to be able to capture and share everyone's own personal experience and share it with the world. Because I think it can be utilized by whoever wants to hear it and whoever is listening for whatever purpose they want.
Okay. That's solid. That's solid, man. Well, shoot, man, I appreciate your time.
No sweat.
Or should I say, it's been quite the experience.
Right? I like that. Hold on, I got another sister I want to talk to. It's like a sis. Mind if I talk to you? Oh, come on. I heard you're a writer, right?
Sir.
Well, first, why don't you introduce yourself to everyone?
Shalom, Yahush Martha Bashir. My name is Princess Nakaf.
So, Princess Nakaf. Do I have to say princess before Nakaf?
La, you could just say Nakaf.
Okay. So, Princess Nakaf. I heard that you wrote a book, and I heard that you have a book to give to me. So, can you tell us a little bit about this book?
Well, this book, Bloom Against the Odds, it's
called what?
The book is called Bloom Against the Odds. I have wrote the book. It took me 6 months to almost a year to write it because I had, as any other woman, we have our self-doubts and we have times where we're like overwhelmed. And I say like procrastination. I really help procrastination, which is why I continue to write the book and put my perspective of things that I was going through as a Black woman, like as challenging as college, my mental, such as maybe anxiety, depression, ADHD. So I wanted to make this aware for women they have also insecurities as well, because I grew up with insecurities my own self. So I wanted to let women know, you're not alone in this moment, that you can get through it. And I just wanted to know, something that my captain, I would like to shout out Captain Kwam and Captain Gadahar for raising me and teaching me that, when you go through bumper road, you got to shrug that shit off and say, you got to keep going. You got to endure till the end. So that's one thing that I always had stuck in the back of my head is when you're going through shit in life, you got to keep going. So that's also some of the chapters in that book is when you're going through hell and you feel like you want to give up, you just got to keep going forward no matter what. So I just wanted to encourage other women, but it's not just for women, because I know that men also have insecurities, but they don't show it as much as women.
Okay. Now, you said it took you anywhere from 6 months to a whole year to write the book. What was the writing process like, and what did you find most challenging?
The writing process was so I'm not really good with writing long pages. So I went from writing. I guess I started from writing pages to pages to translating to poems. I had a love for poems since I would say fifth grade when we had to write a kayuk. I think that's how you say it.
Haiku.
A haiku, yeah, huh? Yeah, that. So ever since then, I found my love back again, and I started writing poems. And at first, I wasn't gonna turn it into a book. It was just gonna be something kept to myself. But then I had talked to like other people about it, and it was like you should turn that into a book. And I was like, okay. So the writing process was me doing using Google Docs to start writing, and then I used Reddit C to like format and how I wanted it organized. And then I actually put myself on a deadline because I tend to forget things. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get at least one or two poems that one to two poems done a day. If I don't reach my goal, then I gotta make up for that week. So then in a week, I should have at least 8 poems done.
So your book is all poems.
It's all poems.
Okay, could you recite a poem for us?
Recite a whole poem.
Sure, why not?
You see, I have 25 poems.
Pick one.
Out of 25. So I heard people say 16, 17, and 18 are good. I also do hear it say, I don't know, because I like them all.
So pick the first one that comes to mind.
My first one that comes to mind.
Cue the Jeopardy music. No, I don't mean to put you on the spot like that. So, in your mind, when you're writing these poems, right? Is each poem have its own inspiration, or everything kind of follows like a story, like from beginning to end, from like the first poem all the way through to the last poem? Is it like a specific topic that you're trying to cover?
Okay, so within the poems, they all have different. So I broke it up into sections. So one talks. So a few of them talk about growth. I think I only wrote like 2 poems about mental. I didn't go too deep into that one. One is about like peace, fulfillment, battling, conquering. So I broke them into sections.
Okay. Now, where can everyone find this book, and how much does it cost? Like, how can the viewers get a hand on a copy of your book?
Well, you can find my book on Amazon.com, and then if you are coming out to Cali Cookout, I'll have them on display October 4th. Lord allows, I'll be in Houston to also have them as well.
Any final words you would like to share with everyone watching?
Oh, I forgot. The book is $12.
$12, $11.99 or $12.99, or just flat $12?
So recently my book was $10 at first, but then I went a little up. But at the cookout, it's gonna be 10 because I have my mugs, so they will be there at the cookout. So we're clocking tea there.
Okay, mugs. That has your face and the name of the book on it.
It doesn't have my face on it. I use Canva to display a black woman in my vision of what I would look like, with butterflies surrounding. I love butterflies, so butterflies can mean, I guess to different people means different meanings, like new beginnings, or to me it doesn't mean that. To me it's just like I'm letting go of my old, like how you come in the truth, from the road to the truth, you drop from your old self, and now you a new person. So
Okay. You're breaking out of your cocoon.
yeah, I'm breaking free.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We're not talking about in it.
Kelly Yatazak, can I talk to you for a second? We got the man running Texas right now.
What's the deal?
What's going on? Shalom on Christ, sir.
Lord Christ, what's the deal, man? Good to see you, man.
Likewise, sir.
Already.
Right now, we're live on Cross the Line Radio.
Oh shit, what's going down?
Chilling, sir. Why'd you come all the way from Texas to come to California?
Kick with my brothers. Came out here to kick it with the brothers, man, for the cookout. You know, the brotherhood we got in here is amazing. So when we come together for these cookouts, it's not just about cooking out. It's about going out into the city and meeting the people, connecting with the locals, letting them see what we do. Because a lot of people think that what we do is just yelling on the corners or some shit. You know what I mean? But we got people from all different cities and states coming down here. It'll show a local how serious we take this. It's like, man, where you from? Texas? You can't wait down here for this? Dang, where you from? New York? You can't wait down here for this? It's like, damn, y'all niggas must really take this serious. So, you know, I just came out here to kick it with y'all, man, kick it with my brothers. You know, that's it.
Okay. Now, how's Texas doing? I know Texas has been growing every year. There's always like a new city that Texas is taking over. How's that progress been going, and how do you see, within your eyes, looking at Texas, what do you see within the next 5 years?
Well, Texas is just a small thing. Texas has already been taken. You know what I mean? We about to be in Corpus in a week or two. We got Port Arthur about to break ground next week. I mean, we really ain't got much of Texas to take. So Texas is just one part of something way bigger that got to get done. Texas is a stronghold, though, because it's so big and it's so free. And the Lord got us in Texas, and He's been using us in Texas to do a lot of things. I thank the Lord for it, you know what I mean? But Texas it's a beautiful state. You know what I mean?
I've been there a few times. It's definitely
it's
a beautiful
beautiful.
state.
I mean, it's like every city we go to, they like got different spirits, but it's the same spirit. It's that brotherly love, that down south country feeling. You know what I mean? And you know, we just taking that and we're gonna duplicate that in Colorado. We're gonna duplicate that in all the surrounding cities. Cause everybody else, you got Captain Tazariak up top, you got Captain Nayathak, you got Captain Kahan, you got Captain Marquardt, you know what I mean? You got Captain Gadalhar on the West Coast. So we just taking the country by storm with the truth under Command of General Yohana. And I mean, if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and you don't see what we're doing in the truth as valuable, you may just not be looking at us the right way. You may be looking at us from what people say about us and not what we're actually doing. You know what I mean? We do way more in the community than go out and yell at people.
And that brings me to this next point, because you were the man that kind of took the helm in the mission to Acuna, right, which I know was on the news on several news stations. Can you tell us a little bit about what kind of drove you and the brothers to go and help the people from Haiti that were down in the border of Mexico?
Brotherhood, love, compassion. It's what you would do if your little brother needed help. It's what you would do if your sister called and cried out for help. You would go and help them. And we don't just say Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are God's chosen people. The Haitians, that's my brothers. The Simeonites, the Dominicans, those are my brothers. The El Salvadorians, the Mexicans, those are my brothers. So what we've been taught in the school is to not talk about it, be about it. You know what I'm saying? No cowards, no excuses. So what's our excuse? You at our border, you hungry. You can't get any help. We're right here. We have the help. We're going to come and bring you the help. And that's what the mission to Acuna was. The mission to Acuna to us, it really wasn't a big deal because we do food drives, clothes drives 3 times a week. And so now we were just taking the food drive and the clothes drive to Rio Grande Valley, which is, we have a zone out there. But when we got there, the police was saying, the border patrol was saying, we couldn't give the clothes to them. We had to give the clothes to a church. We was like, the people are not at a church. The people are right there.
At the border.
Right here. We looking at them. So we're going to go drop these clothes off at a building where they not at so you can give it to them. We just went around to the Mexico side and we gave it to the people that were still on the Mexico side trying to come across the border. Because once they seen that they were getting stopped under the bridge, then they stopped coming across and they just stayed on the Mexico side. So we just started giving it to them. And they was whistling the people under the bridge, and they started coming back across the water to get what we was giving.
So you were on the Mexico side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was people on the American side of the water coming back to the Mexico side, risking their life on that water.
Coming back across the water on that little trail they had to get those cases of water to take it under the bridge, to getting those clothes and those Pampers and those toiletries for those sisters, to take it under the bridge to give to the people that need it. We didn't do that for no other reason other than we know they need it. And the very next day after we gave it to them, guess what the U.S. government did? Got them out of there, which they could have done before we got there.
So I mean, they like removed them and put them somewhere else, or they allowed them to come in?
Both. They removed them, took some of them back, and allowed some of them to come in. Because it made them look bad that a bunch of men from the hood came out and did what they could have did. We did with our pennies what they could have did with their billions. It made them look bad.
How powerful do you think that is when someone sees that on the news or on the social media? Because this was covered by many news stations, especially in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. I think it was very powerful because it was not talking. You know, so many people get used to words for so long that it kind of coddles them into believing that what the people are saying is true because they said it. You know what I mean? Just like what the general was talking about, that the Catholic priests say they're against abortion, but then they rape children and they unalive people and they, do these things that they say they're against. It's the same exact thing. You hear people talking about loving everybody and we should all come together, but nobody ever helps them. Nobody helps the Mexicans. Nobody stands for the Haitians. So now when you see some people actually doing it, it's like that's where the help is. That's where the talk is. That's where the help is. And so now, if you want help, you know where to go. If you want to hear a good message, they got the message. They got the resources. They got the food, the clothes, and the talking. And so that's what Christ said. Christ said, if you hungry, you don't tell a man, you don't give a man a stone to eat. You give him bread. And that's what we do. We know that you're hungry. We're not going to pray for you. We're going to feed you. We're going to answer your prayer. What was your prayer? Lord, I need some food. I'm hungry. I need this. Here's some food and clothes. Then guess what you're going to say? Thank you, Lord. Who's getting the glory for that?
The Lord.
The Lord is. The only way people are going to see the Lord is when we show them the Lord. Now, guess who's real because we showed up?
The Lord.
God. God is real. God is good. It ain't got nothing to do with us. We're answering your prayers by coming and doing God's will. That's it. That's all we talk about all the time. When we talk about everybody coming together, we're talking about everybody coming together so we can do God's will, which is bringing the nation together. That's it.
So with that said, how do you think the community has received you since you and the brothers down in Texas have been doing all these things in the name of the Lord? Like, what's the perception like? Has it changed? Has it increased?
Listen, man. We go to the border in the Rio Grande Valley in the club with the cartels and have drinks with the cartels. Drinking Buchanan's, listening to the Bunda bands. We kicking it with them tough. We got excellent relationships with multiple cartels out there. Like, like, and let me tell you how real it is. We were in the club. It was a cartel next to us in this section and another cartel next to us in this section. And they were beefing. Like they have unalived each other's, members. And I stood up in front of them. I said, hey, tonight ain't no beef. Y'all hear me? They was like, nah, fool. Nah, Holmes, this is not. I said, nah, tonight ain't none of that. We kicking it in here tonight. We brothers. I had my Buchanan and I gave them boys a drink. Them boys gave me a drink. We all was kicking it. And at the end of that night, all of us, I got the videos in my phone now. We was all kicking it that night. Them brothers cried. We had a council. You know what I mean?
And inside the club.
In the club. We had a council. We talked about what happened. We found out that it was another group of people that are not a cartel that lied about how all this happened. And when that incident happened between those two cartels, somebody was playing them in the middle. And
Against each other.
Yes, and we found that out in that council. I told them from now on, when they have problems with each other, they should talk to each other before they do anything. And if they can't talk to each other, call me and we'll talk it out. And I still talk to them. You know what I mean? So how has it helped? It's done exactly what it's supposed to do. It's done exactly what it's supposed to do.
Any last words to the viewers at home?
Let me tell you something. What Commanding General Yohana has here in the ISUPK is God's work. And I know everybody says that. I know everybody believes that they're doing God's work because they can pick up the Bible and try to pull the scripture. But you'll know a tree by the fruit it bears. And no good tree can bring forth bad fruit, and no bad tree can bring forth good fruit. That's what your king said. So if I were you, I would come in here and find out what we're doing. Stop worrying about what everybody else is saying. Find out for yourself. That's what I would do. Come in here and give the truth a chance. You gave everything else a chance. You done believed in all these lies. You believe in all these philosophies. You done all the things you've done in the world. Come in here and give this a shot. And if it ain't for you, then, Lord be with you. But me and my house, we gonna serve the Lord right here.
Most High in Christ. And with that, I'm AG. This is the Real XP Show. This live is being sponsored and brought to you by Cross the Line Radio. Peace.